Hi, this is Andre, and thanks for checking out Synthesophy. Synthesophy is integrating the wisdoms of history, based on fact and truth, into present culture. The roots being synthesis, history, and Sophie, as in philosophy. Sophie, the Greek root meaning wisdom, knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 28, Review and Thesis 4. Recall Chapter 23? Fantasy to reality? In the extraordinarily complex society of today, the instinctive cognitive bias, the resulting confirmation bias that generated the argumentative theory and the tribal ethos that led to the warrior ethos, may all very well be present in the 100 billion neurons in your brain, helping to generate one's perception of reality, one's neural reality. And as proposed by Anderson in Fantasyland, and expanded upon by myself, that neural reality may not reflect true reality. It's in our genes. Our perception of reality, our neural reality, has been in our genes since the advent of Australopithecus and cognitive bias 4 million years ago, perhaps much earlier, to Homo habilis and confirmation bias 3 million years ago, to Homo erectus and argumentative theory 2 million years ago, all the while generating the tribal ethos, resulting in the warrior ethos that led Homo sapiens out of Africa 70,000 years ago to conquer the world. Recall Chapter 24, the current president. The neurorealities of Trump, as described in Chapter 24, are quite far from actual reality. Consider earlier mentioned the neurorealities of Einstein and his theories of relativity, 1905 and 1915. Charles Darwin and his theory of evolution, 1859. And in 1620, Francis Bacon's description of the scientific method. These are key perceptions of reality as they really exist. They are truth, and they are real. Let's call their perceptions neurreal. In these areas, Einstein, Darwin, and Bacon think neurreally. The neurorealities are examples of Unrealism and the Unreal. As far as Trump and his perceptions of reality, as described in Chapter 24, are concerned, they are unreal. Trump thinks unreally. His neuroreality is an example of Unrealism and the unreal, as do many on the far alt-right. Recall Chapter 25. The same unrealism exists on the left. Evidence, as presented in Kristen Power's book, The Silencing, How the Left is Killing Free Speech, shows that the neurorealities of the illiberal left are also quite far from actual reality. Again, recall the neurorealities of Einstein, Darwin, and Bacon. These are key perceptions of reality as they really exist. They are true. Their perceptions are neurreal. In these areas, Einstein, Darwin, and Bacon think neurreally. Their neurorealities are examples of Unrealism and the Unreal. As far as the illiberal left's perceptions of reality as presented in Chapter 25, they are unreal. The illiberal left thinks unreally. Their neurorealities are examples of Unrealism and the unreal. So I'd like to make a comment here about the unrealism of the alt-right and illiberal left, as it relates to the discussion of religion in chapters 14 and 15. Particularly, Thesis 2, Religion. Religion is an understanding of the real world based on scientific fact and truth, but believing in the existence of God to explain the unknowable with aspects of existing religion, faith of its own, or accepting the unknowable as God. Note that religion in the United States has been on the decline for the past 50 years. Could this religious neurological void be filled with a zealous devotion to politics? Perhaps politics has taken the place of religion, particularly among the unreal alt-right and illiberal left. Recall the old adage, never talk about politics or religion? Which brings us to Thesis 4. Perhaps politics on the alt-right and illiberal left has become their religion.